this particular case, we're gonna have the wing pack exposed because the dress is like so structured, it would be a pain in the ass to basically put the wing pack inside of it. But it has to be pretty. It has to be a pretty one. DJ! Yo, Brotato! I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. Welcome. We are doing scale work today. So we're going to be cutting out lots and lots of scales. I wonder if I can get a half scale out of that at the edge. Would I need it though? Oh, I'm not sure. I can think about it. I can think. Oh dear. If I can't get one out of that, then again, it will just become embroidery machine stuff, basically. Because I know I'm going to be embroidering more into purple right now than I am into the lame, I'm quite happy to leave pieces that are the right size for the machine, and that should be just about the right size for the machine. That's the 4 that I needed. Then I am going to make another 4, I think. Yeah. Just to, what do you call it? Just to have it so that if I don't think it even will, to be honest, because I'm putting clips in it so that it can't pull out that much. But just in case, even through the clips and through the fitting, it still decides to stick out, I'll make 4 extra scales for it. Why not? Let's just be safe. I found and thought of you because of cosplay stuff. Have you heard of flexible LED matrix boards? I have heard of matrix. I have not heard of flexible ones. I do surf the Arduino boards every now and again, but I've not heard of flexible ones. I'll be honest, the thing that really caught my eye recently was the sew-in LEDs, where that you could you have a thread that's conductive, and so you just use that conductive thread to sew the LEDs together, and so they light up, and I was like, that's amazing. It's quite expensive, but I thought that was fantastic. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I mean, I don't imagine using it anytime soon, because for any of the costumes I do, I'd need like $1 million, and they cost like £8 a pack. But I do think it's fantastic, and it does make me very happy. Go 1. Oh. There you go. One day we'll do a cosplay with more electronics in it. Not this cosplay, but one day. It's quite expensive because I don't have a lot of the stuff already. So it'd be like quite an investment cosplay. Yeah. Probably not for everyone, but for me it would be. I came across them yesterday. There's a person that made these flexible boards and put them in a mask. And then you can make them display whatever. Oh! I know what you're talking about. I have not seen a tutorial on how to make it or anybody selling it. But I've physically seen like the result of it, right? Because I've seen people with masks that put like smiley faces on them for costumes. Like they have like a board and it can be like smiley face, sad face. Obviously with pre-programmed emotions on it. But yeah, they're sick. I've seen them and been like, damn, that'd be a cool face mask or something. Could you imagine? Probably not what the technology is intended for, but it definitely is like inspiring stuff, you know? It makes you want to try it. Oh, heck yeah. Oh dear. Jason, I am so upsetting spaghetti that I wasn't able to put. Oh, Jason, thank you so much for your message, I should say. Do not worry. At the end of the day, it was not going to be at a time for everyone. Plus, we didn't go as long as we normally do because I was in full costume. But no, I really appreciate you you taking part in the video. I don't know if you've seen the clip of it. I was a royal mess. Oh dear, I can't stand people being nice to me. I just like, God, I'm done. I'm an emotional bean. Oh dear. Exactly, but the flexible boards open up the opportunity to add them to whatever, like dresses, yes. Yes. I like seeing more, like the things people are doing, like the sew-in LEDs, like flexible boards, which are a bit more conducive to sewing. Very heckin' cool. You did see it. Okay, good. There you go. Oh dear. There was a turning point. I think it was Gone's one. Before Gone, I was holding it together. After Gone, I was not holding it together very Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. And we'll start with getting these cut out because it just gets difficult if I keep adding layer upon layer upon layer of fabric to start cutting. So we'll get these cut first, and then we have quite a lot to cut of the other one, so I might actually fold the fabric again because then we need 22, and that is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. So let's get these out first. There you go. And just get that in there. Right. Fortunately, we have plenty of purple now because we got some more. Ah, dear. And let's get all these cut. Honestly, when it comes to big costume pieces like this, I do think so much of the time is just taken to cutting pieces out. Like, I know we do this a lot on stream, but like, there's a reason we do it a lot on stream, I swear. It's because it takes so long to cut everything out. Ah, damn, all these shapes and stuff that I want to add to the costume. But then, God, there we have to cut them all out. And that takes forever. There we go, get that bit out there. I mean, with these, I can kind of be a bit rough because if I leave too much seam allowance, I can just trim it later. Doesn't matter too much. There you go. Tomorrow is my sub renewal day. Is that? Wait, is that for 24 months? I remember you had a really high one. It can't be, because there's no way I got to affiliate in one day. It took like it took like just over a month to get to affiliate for me. Cause yeah, you know how it is when you just first start. Oh dear. There's no way. That can't be. Surely. Are you hacks? Oh dear, Matrix, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. We're cutting out lots and lots and lots of scales today. So far we've calculated for the first batch I need 8 scales, and then I need 22 for the second, and then we'll have to make another pattern. So it's a lot of scale cutting out today, but we need a lot of scales for the tail. These are some of the largest ones. They're very, very similar to what we had already on the dress. In fact, these ones are exactly the same as the ones we had on the dress. And then the 22, they're the same width, but they're a little less tall. Probably about, yay, much less. Yeah. George, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I know you might be a bit busy because right now, Deimos, our mod, is doing an art stream. When I popped in, they were drawing, I think, the pot from Elden Ring, if I had to guess. That's what it looked like. And yeah, so if you want to go see some heckin' art, you should check out them. They are literally live right now with heckin' art. Which I think, are they making more of a I don't remember what the word is. More of a consistent in their stream schedule now? According to Twitch following, I've been following you since the 22nd of May. 1 year, 10 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jason, that's a heckin' long time. Oh dear. Yeah, so I started streaming in March 2020. Yeah. No, not March. April 2020. I started thinking about streaming in March, but because we were moving house, and then of course lockdown happened, I was like, right, we'll put it off. I got things to do. And then we moved. I finally had a space where I could sew in, and yeah. Then I started streaming. I think that's probably one of the most difficult things when doing like sewing streams is, do you have like a physical space set aside to do your sewing? Without that, blah, 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 blah. Oh dear, follow it. Oh my god, 1.5 years? Thank you, Matrix. It's very heckin' kind. I've been lurking, just got back to my PC. 3 art streams planned for this month, I think. Yeah, I thought I saw it becoming more of a, I don't know the word of it, but a staple in Dem's schedule, which is really cool because I love to see Dem's art. Oh, dear. Honestly, I should really start scheduling an art stream too, just to try and brush up on my skills a little bit. Once this costume is finished, maybe I'll do that because I don't use them very often, my art skills go like but I actually quite enjoy art. It's not like I don't like it as much as I like cosplay, but it is a very useful skill when it comes to like drawing figures, designing new costumes, stuff like that. So I probably should honestly brush up on that a little bit. I'm getting out of practice. Oh yeah, heckin' mod loves. Look at all those heckin' mod loves. Heck yeah. Here we are. There we go. Right, that's art 8 done. See, now I'm like, do I want to just quickly get the 22 out of the way? Maybe. Since we got the purple fabric here, maybe I should just quickly get the 22 out of the way. Especially since that is only the first of many, many scales. Let's be responsible beans today and and get all of the cutting out work done for the first couple scales. The fact that this only takes you like 30 centimeters down the tail is Woo. It's alright though. Honestly, I don't really mind this kind of job. It's just chill work, isn't it? Like, not too much stress. I think probably the biggest stress is going to be getting the fabric on the desk. God, this is large fabric. Let's just put that up there as well so I don't lose them. Okay. Have we got it out underneath? We do. Have we lined them up somewhat? Okay. One day I'll have a big sewing bench and this will be easy. Not yet, but one day. Zero does not stream, but there's still a sweet bean. Can't believe it's been almost 2 years. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was our like you already know it was our 2-year anniversary. I genuinely myself cannot believe that it's been that long. Like, it boggles my mind that we've been here streaming, like, I can actually probably find out how long I've been streaming. When I started streaming, I did 5 days a week. And then I went down to 4 once we came out of the lockdown, right? But whenever we went back into lockdown, I kind of went back up to 5. So it was quite a lot of days. Let me see, will it tell me on my dashboard? I don't really use the Twitch one very much, so I'm a bit silly when it comes to it. I'm not quite sure. Does it not? That's fair. That's fair. Well, I guess we'll never know. I've streamed a lot. There we go. All of my first streams as well. I don't know how I managed this back in the day, because even now I can do like a couple a week, but not all of them. All of my initial streams were 6 hours at least. My first stream was over 6 hours long, and I'm like, what? That's quite a long stream, Bean. Are you okay? Oh dear. No, I did really, really long streams. Not like I guess some content creators where they're like 12 hours every time, but for me, those are long streams, you know? And all of my first streams were like 6 to 8 hours. Oh dear. Congrats again. Oh, thank you. No, I really appreciate everyone, especially everyone who like popped in or sent in a video or anything like that. It's very heckin' sweet. Like, yeah. I mean, you all saw, but like, yeah, I was a complete wreck after that. That's not something I'm very good at dealing with, but I still really appreciated it. How can I be the most? The thing is, these are kind of like squares. Maybe this isn't the most efficient way to do it. Maybe I'll unfold it again, because I think I'll lose fabric and stuff if I do it like that. We'll do it like this. Where did I just... Oh, there it is. Oh. It's dinner time? What's for dinner? Unless you've already gone, then don't worry. Please get food. Just gonna sharpen my pencil a bit again. There you go. And let's start getting these in. So it's literally just the same bit with the end piece folded over, but it'll be really useful going over the first scales where we actually want them a little bit shorter. The other thing is, with all these scales, we're going to have to finish them at both edges, whereas before we only had to finish them at the bottom edge. Now we have to finish them the whole way around. So what we'll end up doing is we'll do the seam that goes like up this, and down the bottom. And then once we're doing the top stitches, we'll fold in the top. That's our plan. That's our super secret plan. It should make it really, really good. I could probably fit these a little closer together, honestly, because they don't need crazy seam allowance. I'm just giving them crazy seam allowance. There we go. Okay, let's start pinning them as well so they're not moving, because I can feel them moving. And get that down to there. The nice thing about the pencil is you guys can at least kind of see the outlines that I'm doing. Because with the pen, it was so subtle that you couldn't see it at all. I'd be like, I promise I'm doing work. Drawing in invisible ink, basically. Oh dear. What does 22 divide into that other than 2? I don't think it does divide into anything other than 2. I guess 21 goes into 7. I could do it like that. I'm just trying to think, like, because I think I'll get 4 or 5 out of this. 5 if I'm lucky. And I don't know. I guess that's 20 and then an extra 2. Not too bad. Although this is a bit of a pain, right? Very close to the other one. I'm just seeing if I could do it on the edge there. It's very close to the other one, but I think it should be okay. So when we cut this one out, basically we just make sure that it is up to the edge. Okay. A bit wonky, but I want that piece of fabric. I want it included. Plus, if I could do 5 at a time, that's 1 less line. There you go. Let's get these pinned, and then we'll do the next one, and then maybe another one, and then we'll cut them all out. Oh dear. Wait, 11. Wait until I miss that. No, do not wait, do not wait. I know 11 fits into it. I think that's the only thing that does fit into it, right? It's just 11. Because I'm not going to be able to do a row of 11 here. I was trying to work out if any smaller numbers other than 2 would fit into it. Because I'm not doing 2 at a time either. You didn't have coffee this morning? You need to get some coffee, George. I know it's a lot later in the day for you now. I'm the same, to be fair. If I wake up and I haven't had my morning cup of tea, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? No tea? Feels like my whole body just like gives up. It's like, well, you haven't fed me tea, so I'm actually not going to do anything for you today. There we go. I'm gonna start from this side this time. See if I can get it a bit more even as we go out. I think I'm gonna aim to do 4 rows of 5 and then just an extra 2 at the end. It's just about trying to save space, I suppose. The only thing that I wonder if I could do is pull out that fabric from before. I kind of wanted to use that for something else, so I'll try and avoid that if possible. That needs to go down a little bit more, otherwise it's not going to have its correct bottom space. No good. Got to have enough space to fold in at the bottom. Let's pin those 2. Oh dear. These are scales for the tail? Yeah, basically. So the normal scales we have, you can kind of see, but they're a lot taller than the pattern we basically just folded it over so it doesn't have the bottom. Because the scales don't have the same amount of space or like drop as the tail, not the tail, as the skirt, for the majority of the scales they'll need to be a bit shorter so that we can still layer them up. Oh dear. Resource, welcome on in. Loving the mushroom hat, thank you. That was the first thing we ever made on stream, and I'm very nostalgic about it. The first costume from start to finish we made on stream, sorry, I should say. I'm very nostalgic about it. But also it's lovely, it's like a massive cushion in my house. Oh dear. One day I'd love to live in a house where I've made all of the curtains and the cushions and everything's cute and matches. Oh dear. One day. Maybe I have mushroom pillows then. Okay, I need to sharpen my little chalk again, don't I? You've already gone blunt. Also, I was gonna pin a couple things. I put one pin in and I was like, that's enough. One pin's fine. No support. It doesn't need more pins. I'm gonna have to put more pins in that, I think. That's Remember, Jelly. Remember what you're doing. You're pinning. A big dear. Fellow UK person, I'm Leona from London. And yes, to mushroom pillows. It sounds cute, right? Also, welcome on in. Nice to meet a fellow Brit. You know, it's, what you call it? Because you could make them all different. You could have lots of different mushrooms. Like, you could have, like, the purple mushroom, like I did. But then you could also have, like, the traditional red mushroom. Or toadstool, I suppose that is. But yeah. Oh. I think it'd be cute. Be nice decorative. You need to find some nice curtains to match it. Oh, unless you print the fabric yourself. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea since curtain fabric's expensive anyway. You could probably just print something that matches your cushions. Be a good way of getting around it. Oh. I really want to get into making more personalized fabrics at some point. Oh, Risa. Thank you for the follow. I can welcome on in. We're mainly cosplayers. Sometimes other arts. Oh dear. No, I'd love to have like nice matchy upholstery. Also, going from the other side has definitely made this better. So I'm trying to remember to go from this side and come to this side. Oh god, that's a that's a no. Not in my pincushion. Oh dear. Right. Do I do one more line? Actually, do I just do all of them? Do I just do all of them? Maybe. The reason that I don't like doing all of them at once is getting the fabric on the desk when it's on such a big piece is kind of a pain in the butt. But you know, if we can do it, we can do it. I need to sharpen the pencil again. That's 10. Hey, well, you know what? We're making tracks. This is going pretty quick. Like what? It's been like, yeah, not even an hour. Wow. Wow, the productivity today. Off the charts. I've never seen a productive jelly like this. Oh, did I do it the wrong way around? Oopsie daisy. Should I redo that? Yeah, probably, honestly. Let me just... Most of that's gone. I can get rid of the rest of it later. I'm gonna get confused otherwise and be like, oh, it's cut on this line, so this must be the bottom. It's not. It's not. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by my incompetence. Get that there and that there. Nice. We can rub the rest of that chalk off later, but for now, that's better. That's better. Oh dear, I love dressing up. Any excuse. That was me for the longest time as well. Like, I don't normally, well, that's not true. I don't normally wear costume around the house. The tail I have very much been enjoying wearing because as you walk, you kind of feel a weight going with you and it's, oh my god, it's so fun. The issue is we have a very narrow, like, I guess kind of like the houses you get in Wales a lot, where there's lots of small rooms, narrow corridors, right? And so my tail swaying so much just goes bam, 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 bam on all the walls. But it's really fun. I really enjoy it. I've been really enjoying wearing the tail. Like, it's actually very comfortable because the support is the whole way around the body. And, oh, it's just fun to smack my tail into things constantly. Ayo, Gon! Welcome on in. Gon, I have to thank you again for the art that you drew. That it is, like, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my god. Oh. Still haven't quite got used to calling dressing up cosplay, but our American friends have got me saying all the Americanisms now, so I get it. I mean, I will say cosplay community in the UK, huge. Absolutely massive. And the difference is, I suppose, cosplay is, it's basically costume and play as two words. So, like, you could dress up and be absolutely serious, and, like, you know, it's a job, or it's, I guess feels a bit more, specific, where cosplay is like a really big bracket for a lot of things. You know? Like body paint, like armors, like electronics. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh dear, how's the morning? I'm good. It's going well. I've got a nice cup of tea with me. Also, you got din din? What din din did you get? What's din din today? Oh, it's amazing. It was. I can't send you the original and scanned it very low, but yeah, no, it's fantastic. I know you said you were worried about the scan, but I think it looked beautiful. Like, it was perfect. I'll print it out and hang it somewhere. I need to show my family, to be fair. They'd be like, look, like what I've gone through, it's free. We like art in my family. If you can't tell from the way that I turned out, we like art. Oh dear. Yeah, I have to show Mama Jelly. And be like, look, art. Oh dear. Thank you for the horns, eh? Welcome on in. I should have known that was you. Welcome, welcome. We have cooldown again on all the horns. I nearly forgot to turn it on. And I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something first thing in the morning. Like, what am I forgetting? The fact that I still have all of my alerts on no cooldown? Ooh. I've been dangerous. Dangerous. Ooh, can I just scoot that up a bit? It's very close to the edge otherwise. I left too much gap between them, did I? Okay, that's fine. Share the Wobbleton family? Yes, Wobbleton family needs to see. Honestly, they'll be so impressed, Gone. Oh. How do I get around my mistakes? No, I can't get around my damn it. Oh, but this is okay actually, because if I do 3 rows of 4, that's all I need left. Okay, well that's fine then. Do not worry. Oh dear. Art is all the funs. Art is all the funs. Should have known it was me. Why? I never horn. You horn every stream. You eat chicken on skewers. Oh, that sounds good, Jason. Also, let me do my hydrate. Thanks for the hydrate, George. My voice is a little raspy today because I was a bit emotional yesterday. Please excuse it. It's just, it's what it is. I have a very weak voice, so if anything disturbs it, then it just goes. That's it. Hopefully it'll clear as the day goes on. There we go. Right. Next row. A happy little accident meant that this is actually a lot easier for me to work out. Oh wait, I haven't pinned any of those. Jelly! What are you doing? Pin your stuff. Oh, before moving it around. It's alright, I'll learn one of these days. Not today, but one of these days. And so it'll end up being 5 rows. But I think it would have ended up being 5 rows anyway. But now, instead of having an awkward one at the end, it should all be good. Awkward 2 at the end. There we go. It's going to be a lot to cut out, but that's alright. And then we have to do the same thing out of the curtain fabric. The curtain fabric arguably being more difficult to get in nice layers on the desk because it's so heavy. I was umming and ahhing about whether I even need curtain fabric in these scales because it's not like with the tail where I want them to be really structured. They just need to sit flat to the tail. But I think I do want curtain fabric in them because of the movement of the tail. It will be creasing them a lot, and the curtain fabric should help it pop back into, like, you know, place really nice and easily. So I probably will do it anyway. Does that fit? It does. We are. And up there. Oil. There we go. Do I need to sharpen my pencil again? It feels blunt. I don't think that it is. It feels blunt. Okay, 1. And then how can we fit this one in nicely? Maybe in there. Go. Good. Good. Oh. Do that bottom bit too, please. Thank you. And then... Oh, it's so much nicer doing rows of 4, actually. Because it's a lot less stressful of being like, oh, will this fit in here and will this fit in here? I don't have to worry about that anymore. I know 4 fits in with plenty of space. And then when we go down a size, we should quite easily be able to fit 5 in. It's just at this size, it's a little difficult. There you go. And then that big piece that's left at the edge, as it's folded over, it should end up being a really good size for my embroidery machine. No, it's okay, we don't even have to waste it. We can just put it to one side for the embroidery machine. There we go, that's 4 more, and then we did another 4, and then we'll have 22. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh. I'm really looking forward to seeing if this tail becomes unbearably heavy from all the curtain fabric we're about to add to it. I think it will be okay, honestly. It is pretty well balanced around the waist, but it will gain a bit of weight, I think. I might, as we get to the smaller scales, stop then adding curtain fabrics, just have them in the bigger scales at the back, where they have a more dramatic swing. I think that makes sense. Okay, okay. Last row. Oh, crunched up there. There we go, it's fine. Do not worry, do not worry. There we are. And let's start getting this row out. It was really nice to actually wear the costume yesterday and have like almost like a test run, you know? I'd say the weight of it is fine. It's very manageable once you've got it on because you don't really feel the weight since it's put into like several corsets basically. So it feels tight, but it doesn't feel heavy. What I didn't anticipate, which fortunately isn't too large of an issue, because my skin's quite sensitive around here for various reasons, I didn't anticipate that it would potentially be a little too irritating on my arms, which is odd because I have cotton the entire way around the inside because I know I've got very sensitive skin, but what I've got around the edge, ever so slightly over the cotton, pokes some of the embroideries, and I don't think you'll see it, to be honest. It's really subtle. Yeah, even I'm struggling to see it today, so it must have gone away, which is great. But after stream yesterday, there was an ever so slight, like, it just looked like a little bit irritated around my shoulders and just under my arm. I didn't really feel it while I was wearing it, to be honest. What I was really just feeling was like, I hope I'm not sitting on anything that's going to crease. So that was fine. But yeah, I think that's the only issue at the moment we're having with it. And it's a really small issue, all things considered. So I'm actually quite happy just to leave it as it is, because I sat in it for probably about 5 hours. It was only about 4 hours on stream, but I was in it for a while before stream because I wanted to make sure I was going to be okay. And yeah, I mean, for 5 hours wearing, I would normally wear a costume for longer at a convention. I think it's a pretty good test of it being okay. I can only drop in and say hi. I've got to prep some social dinner and stuff. Oh no, you're fine. Take care, Gon. Thank you so much for popping by and have a lovely dinner. Heck yeah, social dinner? Sick. Very cool. Very hecking cool. There we are. And go down there. Oh, my pencil's like, I'm on my last legs, you need to sharpen me again, but I don't, because that is the last one in the row. Oh dear. Now what I need to remember is to not cut them out on the lines. Give them all seam allowance. The amount of times I've gone around things and then I've been like, okay, and now I cut them out and I cut them out at the line. When they all need that. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. Cheers. Ah, there you go. A good cheers. I might have a bit more in a minute, actually. It's still a bit warm, and I like my tea best when it's like not ice cold. Okay. But first, let's cut this piece out so that we're not working with this anymore. Having it on the desk is a bit of a pain. This is why I need so much though, because that is probably, it's not quite a meter, maybe like 80 centimeters, just on what will end up being about 30 centimeters of scales. That's why I order so much of this. I mean, it's good because this fabric is exceptionally cheap. It is just lining fabric basically that we're souping up a bit, you know, making it look fancier than it is. But I think if this wasn't lining fabric, this costume would become basically impossible for most people because it's just so expensive. If you buy this much fabric, I mean, I might even have to buy more than I currently have, depending on how much the scales take up, so that I can still do the wings, right? And I've already bought whatever 8 plus 6 is, 14 meters of this particular fabric. Like, that's a lot. 14 meters of purple so far is what I've purchased. I mean, again, I'm in a very fortunate position. I say that, I'm in a fortunate position. I'm in a fortunate position because the fabric I picked is like £4 a meter, not on sale. And I got the first 8 meters on sale, so I'm in a fortunate position in that regard. But yeah. Hi everyone, lovely to see you streaming. How goes it, Ray? Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh dear. We are doing a lot of scales today. So we've calculated the first amount where we need 8 more of the large scales and then 22 of the like short and large scales. So they're still the same size at the top. And that's just for the first 2 panels of the tail. There are 10 panels. Each panel will require a slightly different size scale, but that's okay. We are getting there. Oh dear. I think what will take a really long time with this is not actually making the scales, it's going to be beading every single scale. Because I'm going to continue that trend onto the tail. We had it on the skirt where each of the scales has a line of beads down the center. I'll be doing that on all of these. And I think there's very easily going to be over 100, over 100 scales on this tail. A lot of them are a bit shorter than the ones we were doing before, but there's still 100 scales. Oh dear. Oh, bless you, Ray. Oh, it's always heckin' lovely to see ya. Oh, Altru! Thank you for the horn. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Scale day today. We're doing all the scales. Very busy. Very, very busy. Actually, though, we are doing really good. We've been really productive so far. And it was the only sound alert we had for a very long time. So yeah. And it still makes me jump sometimes. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. I just... You know, you think you wouldn't keep jumping after all this time, but actually, no, you absolutely do. Oh heck, Cleo! Welcome on back in! Are you still making the graduation cap? Welcome, welcome. Oh, not quite. I'm gonna knock all my cameras down, I am. Hi, Tisa. And hi, Spontaneous and Fresh. Welcoming in. Wait, I need to do a shout out for Cleo. If anyone else is looking for a heckin' creative bean streamer, you have to check out Cleo. They do heckin' cool stuff. And I know last time they were coming in, they were doing a, They were doing a custom graduation cap or something along those lines, and that's so heckin' cool. Custom stuff like that, I wish I'd known when I graduated. I had one that they were like, yeah, this is your size, and didn't even film my head. Oh my god. Oh. They get everything in custom sizes, but then half of the time they still don't fit. Oh dear, I was like, I have a very small head. You'd be so, like, you look at my forehead and you wouldn't believe it, but it's very small. They were like, oh yeah, it's fine, we got that. Don't worry about it. Oh dear, thanks. How goes it? How was the stream? I will say, if you need to run off though and get any food and stuff like that, please do. But if you have a moment, how was your stream? What did you get up to? Oh dear. Is this a Canadian stream? No. No, we are absolutely probably one of the most British people you will meet in Makers and Crafting, I'm afraid. Sorry, no, 100% British stream. Yeah, no, I have quite a traditional British accent. So, unfortunately, you can't escape the British or the slang here. We are full Brit in it. Finished one cap. I did not have any progress on the one. Oh, bless you. Yeah, but that happens sometimes, doesn't it? Like the amount of stuff I've had to remake because it's just not quite right. Oh, happens. It's part of crafting. Ah, dear. Oh, God. Wait, that's a cute emote though, Grobbit. Welcome on in, Grobbit. I hope you're having a good day. A bop? A grumbly bop? That's a cute heckin' emote. I like the little bop. Oh dear, I loved you playing Animal Crossing. Oh my god, I love Animal Crossing so much. It has been so much of my last couple years. I have got a new island, so unfortunately, you'd see my island yesterday and you'd be like, she's played for like a couple weeks, and it's like, no. I just keep doing new islands because I love the new island experience. I literally was not planning on streaming today. Community lovingly bullied me into doing. Oh, I hope you had a good time though. Heck yeah. Oh dear. Bless the communities here. Oh, you don't sound like a Londoner though. I'm not a Londoner. I'm not. I'm from the south and then moved to Wales. So, probably a little bit of a different accent than what you hear on media. Because normally, if you hear the South, it's really, really posh sounding, right? But then half the South is also farmer. So, a mixture of those two. And then I spent all my adult life in Wales, which is a completely different accent. Oh, dear. There's a lot more British cities than London. Yeah, I'd say you're probably looking more Southampton, and then with a bit of farmer. Southampton with a bit of farmer, and then all of Wales. Nah, just the south of Wales. Yeah, but not really. I don't really pick up the Welsh accent that much. There's a few words, and that's only because I live with. That's because of who I live with, being literally fluent in Welsh. Proper Welsh accent, yeah. Otherwise, I don't think I'd picked up the accent that much at all. I do like a Welsh accent though. I wouldn't mind if I did. Oh dear. Oh, making me laugh so much. Oh, my poor island is probably in shambles. It was the last day you needed to stream to take off my checkmark for affiliate. Wait, so Cleo, are you applying for affiliate now? What? I'm just looking. I'm just stalking. Don't mind me. It's all good. Oh, heck. Ray! Oh, what the heck? That's very heckin' kind of you. Shoot, well, I hope you enjoy the emotes. Welcome on in. Again. Ah, dear. Sorry, I'm just being a bit of a Twitch stalker. Like, oh, yeah, because you got plenty of followers. And you have lots of people with you. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Oh, I mean, a preliminary congrats on that. Oh, dear. Oh. I mean, I follow a lot of UK streamers. I've had to count like 7, 8. Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever been to the UK. Considering how small it is, you have a lot of different accents. Like, a lot of different accents. Like... And a lot of cities have regional ones. Like, I do understand London has its accent, but I'd actually say Cockney would be more specific. And then you've got Liverpudlian, you've got Brighton, you've got Birmingham. Birmingham's got quite a distinct one. You've got all of the north of England, depending on where you go. Got very different ones. You've got Somerset, proper Somerset accent. You've got, of course, then you've got Welsh, Scottish, Irish. Because although Ireland's not in the UK, Northern Ireland is. Yeah, it's there's a whole host of British accents. Oh dear. I know, like the ones I follow mostly sound different. Yeah, exactly. Because depending on where, like it's a small area, but depending on where you live, you can sound dramatically different. And like even I sound different depending on what I'm talking about or like how loud I'm being. Like if I'm being a bit more quiet, I'll sound very different normally. I'll go right back to Southerner. Oh dear. I want to visit across the pond one day. I'm right back at you. I mean, I've been to America because I have a lot of family over in America, but I've not visited just to explore America yet, and I'd really like to do that. There's a few places I really want to go. I, of course, would love to hit some of the conventions over there, just because I know you have mental conventions over in America. We've got like one big one. We used to have 4, but now we have one big one. Maybe 2 if you count LFCC, to be fair. But they're both in London. And so it's like, I'd love to go do a little contour. But I'd also love to go places like New Orleans, just outside of going for conventions. I'm big foodie. And so I'd love to go try some different cuisines. Ah dear. North London, North England, yeah. I sound very different. Yeah, if you go up north, you sound very different. There's like a big accent shift at some point. Oh, that's pretty damn cool though. Heck yeah, working on Hitman 3. It's funny. Oh, Luna, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I travel 5 miles in any direction, there's a different accent. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. It's funny because I was just thinking how funny it is, different place, different accent, because in the close proximity of places. Yeah, I mean, I would make the assumption, if I had to guess, and this is just a guess, I don't actually know, but like, obviously the UK, well, England at least, has been around for a long time, and like the UK's too, but a lot of the towns and cities wouldn't really interact with each other that much, so of course they're going to develop regional accents because they're so old, and I think probably that would make sense as to why it might have been like that. I can't say now whether that's still the same case, but because there'd be very limited travel between town to town to town to town, it kind of makes sense to me that some accents would just develop in those regions, like Cockney rhyming slang, like, you know, having a more specific Welsh accent, because of course separate from England, it shouldn't have the same accent. Same with Scotland. Like, there would have just been those borders that would have prevented people from all having the same accent at any point. And between cities like, you know, Liverpool and stuff like that, kind of makes sense. It was a really big booming town, but like people mainly come in by, was it ship, I think? So, you know, makes sense it'd have its own accent a bit. Have a contour, heck yeah! Place to visit London in June. Ooh, very nice. I haven't ever been to know myself yet. A place I'd like to go to. Oh, NO. Where's NO? I'm sorry, I'm ignorant. What is NO? I was laughing my booty off at my friend Storm. He said, make you a porn with regards to Rimworld. And well, porn? Oh dear. Make you porn, yeah. That's how we say porn. Oh dear. Yeah, ever wonder who was the one that broke off and changed it all? Like, I think about that sometimes. Not sure. Just too long ago. New Orleans. Oh, heck yeah, sorry. That's literally where I said I just wanted to go. I should have put 2 and 2 together there. No, you don't need to apologise. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, I really want to go to New Orleans. It's like, I love music and I love food. So it just feels like it's got to be a go-to on my list of places to visit at some point. Of course, you know, going to San Diego for the cons and stuff like that would be fantastic, but like, gotta go New Orleans. Gotta go New Orleans. Oh dear. I don't hear the difference. There's a lot of words like that though over here where you won't hear the difference, but you know, what do you call it? It makes sense in the context, so the context matters a lot to which word you're saying. Welsh are very good at resisting the Normans, which in turn prevented their language from being, yeah. They were like, get out! Also, like the landscape of Wales, if you look over it, there are so many forts and castles. They were like, everybody out. Makes sense. I don't blame them. Oh dear. And they've got a good landscape for keeping people out too. Very mountainous comparatively to... hilly and mountainous comparatively to England. Good for defending. There we go. Music and food, yes! I want to visit one of the castles. Oh, there's some fantastic castles. I mean, all over the UK there are fantastic castles, I should say. It's not just Wales, but Wales has a lot of good ones. Wales has a lot of well-preserved ones as well, I would say. Like, a lot of the ones I've been to in England, they're fantastic and the history around them is incredible. But in Wales, you also get, like, pretty large preserved castles. Yeah. Thanks for saying that in an Aussie accent. What? What did I say in an Aussie accent? I said nothing in an Aussie accent. I have no idea what you're talking about, unless you mean I did Goblin, in which case maybe it was an Aussie accent. Who knows? Oh no, it was on the east side. Never eat. Oh, okay. So that would be one of the England ones, probably. One of the England castles. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pinpoint which one, because we have thousands. We have thousands. Oh dear. Gonna hit lurk. Oh, you're good, outro. Have a good lurk. Thank you for popping by. Yes, that accent. Straight Goblin. I don't think that's an Australian accent, I should clarify at all. Dem, it was Dem, it's all Dem. You say your name with an Aussie accent? What, Jelly? Jelly? Or do you, no, to be fair, I don't say my real name with an Aussie accent, I say it with an American accent, which is not my favourite. Not because I dislike the American accent, but because it comes out of the blue. Yeah, Amelia. Yeah. But it's cause how I hear it. Whenever I hear the name Amelia, I hear it's like an American pronouncing it. So that's how it sounds to me, and that's how I now repronounce it, even though it's my own bloody name. Amelia. Doesn't, no. Beep 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 beep. Mila. Thing is, I actually really like the American accent. I think it is just the thing though of like you enjoy accents that aren't your own accent, right? I really enjoy the American accent. I just don't enjoy it coming out of me. There's no reason for me to be pronouncing it like that. So yeah. Do you say aluminium or aluminum? Well, they're spelt differently, right? So in the UK, we spell it aluminium, whereas in America, you spell it aluminum. So I'm pretty sure that's where that one comes from. It's not so much a pronunciation as much as how have you spelled it, right? Have you spelt it in the American way or the British way? Because then, you know, because it's spelt different, you would pronounce it differently. Yeah. But no, I say aluminium because that's how all of the aluminium foil around here is spelt like that. Yes. Oh, yo. Whenever I Amelia, I think of the Princess Diaries, and I love that movie. I did love the Princess Diaries. Oh dear, I didn't watch it until I was a little bit older though. Oh dear. I spent too time with Americans. I now say butter and better as butter and better. Well, there we go. Oop. To be fair though, I also think missing your T's is a big part of the British accent too, but it just depends where you miss them. Or at least some British accents. You say alfoil? No, we don't do alfoil. We just call it tinfoil. Tinfoil is what we call it here. We don't really call it aluminium. I'd say aluminium roofing. Yes, that's probably where I'd use aluminium. But as far as the tinfoil goes, it's tinfoil. That's normally how it would be packaged as well. Some places will package it as aluminium foil, but most of the time it's just tin foil in it. Like, you have your cling film, your tin foil, and maybe some baking sheets, and that's your kitchen stuff. That's the other thing, you call cling film saran wrap, which for the longest time confused me. I was like, is this a different product? Is saran wrap a different product? Nah, it's cling film. It's just cling film. We just call it different things. We call it very literally cling film because it's a film that clings to things, I think. Yeah. Can is a tid. I mean, yes, can is a tin. But also tin foil. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Princess Bride. There's a glockenstop, not a D sound. Yeah. Princess of Genovia, yeah. Oh. It's got a lot of iconic quotes, that film as well. It's nice. I usually call it Glad Wrap, which is actually the brand. Oh, okay, like Hoover's. Cool. So over there it's Glad Wrap. Here it's cling film. In America it's... I've forgotten it again. Saran Wrap. Yeah. There we go. While talking about cultural differences, we now have all of those bits done. I need to do it again in the curtain fabric, which is a bit more of a pain, but we only need one layer of this rather than two, so we do use a bit less, thankfully. Oh my god. There we go. Let's... Not the best fold, but I can kind of understand why it's doing it like this. So if I do it like folded over, I would need 11 of this. Oh, but do I want... No, I do. I need 11 because this bit is kind of over the edge. So if I just start from around here. Oh, but it would be nice to get... Oh, we'll see how much we get in the line, and then we'll go from there, I suppose. I think that's going to be the best way of doing it. Let's start. So again, because you don't see any of this, it's fine for me to draw this in on the biro, because you won't see it. It's in the inside. Very subtle. There we go. That one. But actually two. Oh dear. And then... four. A crafty jamfish. Ah dear. Depends on which part of America too, for which accent we're talking. True, because America, big country, a lot of accents. I like all of them. I'm not picky. Listen, I just like any accent that is not my accent, quite honestly. Everyone else sounds great. Who was it that was apologising for that accent the other day? Was it Diane? There's a lovely French accent. Crazy. Like, who wouldn't want that? Oh dear. So that is 8. Let's do another line for 16, and then we'll see if we can get some in the edge piece. James O'Brien? I'll be honest, I don't really listen to radio, so I'm not sure who that is. I'm sure they're great. Dear, lol, I do fancy a southern accent. You know, literally, all of them have charm. I like all of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Midwestern accent. Oh, I'll find my hot cowboy husbando. Okay. That's the spirit. Oh dear. And across there. Oh yeah. Yeah, and up there. And down there. So that should be 12. Getting that. I'm gonna have to pin some of these as well, so I can feel the fabric just folding underneath. And it is just because it's such a big, awkward piece of fabric. But it will warp the shape of my scales if I leave it like that. Let's put a couple pins in really quickly, just where I'm kind of assuming things are gonna go. Like there. And of course where the top scale is. Because, yeah, it's a bit of a pain if it starts warping underneath. It gives me too much fabric in some places and not enough in others. It's funny because I don't hear an accent from you much. You receive it as spoken, yes. Got birds on the telly in my bedroom for the cats. Oh, it's lovely. Ah, dear, right. Does that help at all? Has that helped my problem? Well, kind of. Still a bit of an issue under here. Oh, less of an issue in a minute. I'm gonna rip it. There we go. That's fine. Let's get them pinned up this side too. And then I'll do a couple of individual ones on that edge piece that doesn't quite fit. We'll see how many we've got and how many we need to do. Of course, it will be more because I do need 8 extra of the larger one. But it's a start. It's a start. That's cute. It's very cute. Heck yeah. Oh, dear. Okay. Let's get another one in here. This will be 14. And then 16 over here. Go. And there we are. Right, 16. I got this extra piece at the side, which I can probably fit quite a few into. Not up to 22, but quite a few. Let's look at... Oh, hitting my tea. Getting this across here. And then we can maybe do a couple underneath. Again, because we only need one layer of each of these, this isn't really a problem. I just don't want to waste too much of the fabric if possible. So that's now going to be... Oh, you know what though? That did go up to 18. I actually want that a bit more skewed. There you go. There we go. And what else can fit into this weird side piece? Not a huge amount, unfortunately. It's a bit of a weird one. I can probably use it on scales down the line if there's any weird pieces left over. But for now, that's 18. If we get 2 more, it'll be 20, and then we only need 2 more. Which if I can make it out of this weird side piece, I will actually do that, because, yeah, I don't need it for anything else. Let's make sure. Okay, you're gonna go up. We'll go up to up. What are you upset about? What are you so upset about, huh? What's... Oh, I see. I was like, why are you dragging everything with you? That's why. Okay. To be fair, that's exactly what I want to avoid. So I'm going to take all that out and try and make sure that's actually nice and flat again. That's a problem if that's not flat. There you go. That should be a little bit better. Better to spend the time and not waste the fabric, you know? Vortex, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Oh dear. Remind me I'm horizontal now. Oh god. Crafty con. I find the biscuity tea yesterday. Oh no. Wait, okay, you need to go in Tesco. Go in Tesco. That's where they sell it. I don't know if it's limited to only Tesco, but that's where we've got it. We get it from Tesco. Oh dear. Yes. Why? Again? Again? You're being very suspicious. What is happening with you, huh? Are you okay? What are you doing? No, something's wrong, right? Oh, it's just that it's not pinned the whole way through. Okay. Well, that's fine. You panicked me for no reason. You made me think I'd done something wrong again. You just need to pin for another layer? That's fine. Just tell me. Oh my god. I swear. The curtain fabric's a real pain in the ass to do stuff with. I like it because it gives a really nice thick shape and it makes it look a lot stiffer, especially in areas with a lot of movement. But, oh my god, trying to work with this? Pain in the ass. It is. Right, I need 2 more. So I should be able to fit these next to here. I should fit it a bit higher up than that. There you go. And down here. And this is that awkward edge piece. And then, can I fit one right in the bottom there? Because that's, again, a very awkward edge piece. No. Okay, that's fine. A thought was given to it, at least. Let's get this last piece in here. Just make sure there's enough room on all sides. There. Very nice. And that should be 22. It's 16, and then 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There you go. That's all I need until we do the next piece. That should be pretty good. Right, let's just cut from the bottom. And get the basics of this one cut out. Oh dear. Yeah, more cameras. Oh no, Jason. Oh no. That's the only place I didn't look. You can get Tesco. Please explain what this biscuity tea is. Alright, so English breakfast tea, right? But it smells like you've dunked a biscuit in it. So it's pretty common over here to dunk biscuits in your tea. That's just kind of like something that happens a lot. But this is basically a cup of tea where you don't need to dunk biscuits in it because your tea already tastes like it's got biscuits dunked in it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna pin some of this really quickly because, oh my god, it's floating all over the place. Okay, what's upsetting you, huh? What's upsetting you? Is there too much fabric in there? I can remove some if there's too much. It's the greatest creation since biscuits themselves. Imagine tea that got pre-dunked for you. Sounds like cookies and tea. Yes, so it is. Oh dear, I need to try this. You might be able to buy it on Amazon because it's Yorkshire Tea, the brand. It's not. It's quite a specifically British one, if that makes sense. Like you don't really get it outside of the UK. But yeah, if you wanted to try it, maybe try finding it on Amazon. The brand is Yorkshire Tea, and they're very good. I think a lot of people would argue that they are one of the best tea brands at like tea bag level supermarket. They're very nice. They do a lot of really good tea. It is a bit more pricey than some of the other brands, but you get the payoff of having really nice tea, I suppose. Is there too much fabric in there now? Is that what's making you angry? Is there too much fabric? Well, we'll cut it all out and we'll have a look, okay? For now, you're just gonna have to deal with it. The dunking them was the tea. I thought it was for the biscuits. It's for everything. It's just a combo that's like perfect, you know? The cookies get teaified, the tea gets biscuited. Yes. I really need to try this tea if it has anything to do with biscuits. I'm literally drinking it right now. Like the tea that I have on my desk is a biscuit tea because it's just really good. Okay, so that one is one of the top pieces. No, it's not one of the top pieces. It should be going through both layers. Okay. Well then let's get that through both layers. Bring this up here and then cut this whole piece out so it's not attached to the rest of this. God, pain. There you go. Another reason to not continue using this curtain fabric as we get lower in the outfit. It's a pain in the ass. And let's just get this bit done too, since there is a bit attached to it right now. There you go. Good. Oh dear. The thing Brit on YouTube is always carrying on about Yorkshire tea. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It is literally one of the best supermarket brand teas that is out there. It is a little bit more pricey because of it, but it's very good tea. And I mean, of course, if you got something loose leaf from like a specialty shop, that's probably going to taste better, but like Yorkshire tea is very accessible to the British public. So yeah, it's good. I prefer Earl Grey, but English breakfast is a close second for me. I do like Earl Grey, but I have to be in a specific mood for that, you know? And I actually really like French Earl Grey. I think French Earl Grey I prefer to regular Earl Grey these days. It's just a little bit lighter, and I like that. There you go. Get rid of these awkward pieces. British biscuit equals American cookie. Yeah, that's why other people in chat are changing their language, basically. Are switching to saying cookie. Kind of like Earl Grey masochist. Oh god. Oh dear. I know, yeah. The thing is, people switch it around because we do get a lot of people who are American in chat, just to make sure. I think most people are aware of these changes in slang, but of course, a lot of people, the first time I say biscuit will go straight to like a doughy thing, and that's not what I dunk in my tea. No. But I think most people know. You know, it's just an initial reaction. Because over here in the UK, to anyone who isn't British, we have a lot of American television. We have a lot of American influencers. And so most people know. Oh dear. There's a lot of American stuff over here still. Like, you know. I think television's a big one. Television and film. Oh. What do you guys call what we call biscuits? American biscuits. Like, we'd still call them biscuits because that's what you call them, right? But because we also have something called biscuits, it's just American biscuits. Like, it makes sense in the context. Like, if I was to say, like, biscuits and gravy, I don't think people would think of bourbon. But, yeah, if you're discussing them individually, they'd just be American biscuits, I think. Ah. Are they scones? They're not scones. They're very similar to scones, but they're not. So it's not quite right to call them scones, because that is a different baked good. But the consistency is very similar. Oh dear, I had one of the most expensive teas I've ever tried a while ago. 'Twas my mum's birthday. We went to this fancy smancy Chinese place that opened nearby. We each got a pot of tea to ourselves. I tried something called Soul Soother, did not disappoint, was very soothed. I love going to places and trying new teas. There used to be a tea room near me that I was there like every week. I'd be like, I'm here again to try a different tea. That's where I first tried chai. Oh dear. A bread roll? Not quite a bread roll either. We're talking about rich tea biscuits. We can always talk about rich tea biscuits, Potato. We weren't, but we can. Oh dear. I mean, rich tea is just excellent value for money, really, and it's got good dunkability. Oh, yeah. There we go. Another one. So those are all the individual bits. Now we just have the difficult ones, where they are all a bit meh. We're going to cut them out, we'll see. It's just that the folding of the fabric's a bit of a pain, so it kept getting caught underneath. But we'll cut them out anyway. They've got plenty of seam allowance, so if they do wobble around a little bit, it shouldn't actually make too much of an issue. Plus, we've got it at, what do you call it? The drawings on the design, so it should be okay. Ah, dear. I just put it back in the cupboard. Oh, lovely. I've got fly biscuits still. So like, or I guess you'd call them fruit shortcake. But I would call them fly biscuits because my whole family does. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did. Basically, they look like flies have been squished into your biscuit, and thus it is a fly biscuit. See? Doesn't it look like there's a fly stuck in my biscuit? Mmm. Mmm. Golden toilets. Used to frequent. That sounds lovely, to be fair, though. I'd go to a golden toilet. Heck yeah. Very good dunk to biscuit ratio. Exactly. Yeah. Mmm. Unless you go to somewhere that specializes in like American diner kind of cuisine, you won't find biscuits. Biscuits, you either have to make them, maybe if you have a very large international food store, otherwise you go to a restaurant. It's like, biscuits are really uncommon in this country. I've never seen biscuits on the menu, not even once. But then I also don't really frequent American food places that often. You know, a burger's a burger. I'd maybe like to try poutine one day. That's about it. Otherwise, I'd rather go to America and try them there, you know? In the UK, I'm a bit like, eh. Can we agree that the worst named British cookie, though, is Digestives? Absolutely not. Sorry, you can get out. Get out. Digestives. Iconic. Iconic name in UK. Like, absolutely not. It might sound weird to somebody who doesn't have them, but Digestives are absolutely iconic. Oh my god. Like, everyone Everyone knows digestives. Oh dear. On top of the London Lego Megastore. Oh my god, I have not been to the London Megastore yet. I've been intending to go, but every time I go somewhere else for some reason. Oh dear. How dare you? Yeah, you've got all of the Brits riled up now. It's like, how dare you say anything bad about digestives? Let's do starfish. Oh my god, a fellow sea creature. Well, welcome on in. I hope you are having a good day. We are fighting. Oh dear. If I have biscuits, I think of cookies. Of course, they wouldn't be on the menu. Yeah, exactly. I think I'd say that probably doesn't go just for the UK. I think that is a lot of places outside of America probably don't have American biscuits because it's like, biscuits is a sweet thing. Oh dear. I thought poutine was a Canadian thing. I think it is, yeah. I go to Canada to get poutine. Absolutely. And then as far as American cuisine, I want to try proper Texas barbecue. But again, I wouldn't have that here. I'd go to America to try it. I want to try all of the seafood in New Orleans. I want to try everything seafood in New Orleans. I think that's what I'd want to try. Yeah. Oh dear. Digestives keep the bowels moving. They keep you moving. They keep every one of us moving. We're all running on digestives. If you go, Jelly, I highly suggest you check out the tea house. Makes for a really nice day out. Thank you. I think I would. Jammy Dodgers are the funniest. Jammy Dodgers are fantastic. I don't get them very often because you don't get very many Jammy Dodgers per pack. Like, you maybe get like 12, and I can maybe get like 30 digestives. I don't know. They're really good. It's just like, I don't normally go out of my way to buy them because it doesn't feel like good value for money comparatively to the amount of biscuits I get. And also, I don't like dunking them in my tea very much. I looked around for something to watch and this conversation is not disappointed. Welcome into us fighting over digestives. I'm not a fan of poutine. I'd like to give it a go, but I don't know whether I'd like it or not. It's going to be a new thing. Don't you dare go after Jammy Dodgers. No, I think... they're fantastic. They're just not good value for money, right? Do you find the same, Vortex? Where you can get a lot more of other biscuits comparatively to Jammy Dodgers, which you can't get so many of? It's not that I don't like them. I think they're fantastic. They're just a bit expensive. It sounds like an insult, you jammy dodger. It is. You call someone a jammy bastard. It's not an insult, but it's like a friendly insult, you know? It's a friendly insult. Jammy bastard. Oh dear. It's funny that you said the fly biscuit. I saw a TikTok the other day, girl was eating crackers and realized there were ants on them and she thought they were seeds. Ugh. No. Oh, that's grim, that is. That's very grim. Not sure about that one. Oh dear. I guess protein though, isn't it? Like some nice protein from that. Oh dear. If you do, you know what you're going for. My old driving instructor used to call me a donut. Yeah. I used to get called a donut in school and be like, Jelly, you donut. What the heck you doing? I saw that too. You saw it too? Oh, is it a popular one? I don't have the TikTok really. I own it so that I have my name on it, but I don't really post. Oh dear. Heck. Oh dear. Jammy dollars are amazing. How is it an insult? I mean, it's not really like a... I'd say it's a friendly insult. Like when you call your mate a knob. Like, you're still mates. He's just been a bit silly. Oh dear. Jelly donuts are a thing. Yeah, jelly donuts are a thing. Oh dear. I was gonna cheeky git once. Yeah, that's very British. Cheeky git. Bit of a slightly older generation thing, I'd say. But like, I don't know. Maybe that's just where I live. Where I lived, it would all be like the slightly older guys at the pub would be like, cheeky git. Oh dear. What's a numpty? A numpty is like a silly. You're a silly! Oh my god. You're such a silly. You're a numpty. Like, what do you do? Go buying jam donuts and custard donuts. We only need 6, you numpty. You know, that kind of thing. 32. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, a bit young maybe than I was expecting. The long and complicated answer. Does that mean no? You know, cheeky gits in the central London. Yeah, you don't hear as many. I got them in like more the south is where I heard it more. You don't really hear it so much. What's a gob? What's a git? What's a gobby? Grobby, I'm not sure, but git is like idiot. Like git's that's quite a harsh one, honestly. Git is like you're an absolute idiot, basically. Oh dear. The most money wasted on that damn test. Not of you. Oh bless you, Vortex. Oh dear. Don't worry. I failed my theory like 5 times, and then I wasn't able to drive anymore because I got migraines. Oh dear. Do not worry. Do not worry. It happens. I smell a lot of smoke in the air. Oh my god, welcome in, Jason. Yeah, we are setting fires here. I have a car. Nice. 'Tis me. Depends on the prefix. Wait, which one depends on the prefix? Git. Git means idiot, and there's no way around that. If someone's called you, I guess cheeky git, you're a cheeky idiot. Oh dear, it's quite a harsh one, honestly. But again, it does somewhat depend on where you're from. It's a lot more common in some areas than others. But then we have very different, how to put it? Our language is a bit harsher, I'd say, in general. Kind of more on line with Australia, where both of us a bit harsher than maybe in America. I've heard a lot of Americans get offended over things that over here we don't see those words in the same way. Like, I'm not talking about like slurs and stuff like that. I should be clear, but like, I'm not gonna say it because I know Twitch really doesn't like it, but like, calling someone a cheeky C word really doesn't mean anything that bad over here. Whereas I know if you say it over in America, everyone's like, oh! Oh dear, smarmy git is worse than cheeky git. No. It depends. It really does depend who is talking to you, right? Like, if you can use the same inclination on smarmy git as you can on cheeky git. Like, they are not so far apart. Yeah. I should probably... Just to check, spontaneous, have you ever been to the UK? Or are you from the UK? Because you do know a lot of slang from the UK, but I'd say smarmy git is basically the same as cheeky git. You hear it a lot when driving. Be like, cheeky git pulled out in front of me. Smarmy git pulled out in front of me. Means, I mean, again, you're not actually that mad, right? But it's a bit more like, you can use cheeky and smarmy gits as like a friendly thing, but more often than not, I hear it while people are driving. Spending a lot of time in British streams though, yeah. So I should maybe, yeah. I mean, obviously I am British. I'm also a British streamer. Yeah. Oh dear. Stupid person. Did you see my method? I see stupid person. My friend liked to call me a pillock. Ah, yeah. I had to Google what it meant. Yeah, pillock. Again, it just... Listen, we have a lot of words for idiot, and most of them aren't particularly serious. If someone's actually angry at you, they won't really be saying any of this. Like, it will be a lot more direct. Oh dear. So many... Yeah, exactly, Cleo, exactly. We have a lot of words to call someone an idiot. And depending on who's calling you it, like if it's a friend, it's probably friendly. If it's someone you don't know, it's probably not friendly. But they all basically mean idiot. Oh dear. Pillock means idiot, smarmy git, cheeky git means you're an idiot. Everything means you're an idiot, basically. But you know, if you're in a friendly conversation already, then probably it's not offensive. Oh dear. We thrive off insults. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's why when people come in here and say nice things, I'm like, get out. Listen, I can't take that. We thrive off insults here. Oh dear. If someone's generally angry at you, you'll know it. Yeah. It's like all of these are phrases when someone's not genuinely angry or not genuinely going to do anything really. Most of it's like, if someone's actually angry, it's very obvious. You've probably seen British people on the news being mad. Oh dear, most of us are dumb as fuck. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We're smiley idiots. Wanker, yeah. It's a timeless classic. That one I did know. Yeah, I think that, again, it depends, because some of them are definitely more depending on where you live in the UK, whereas a lot more are more televised, especially if it's London. London has got to be the most televised, right? So it's like the most obvious to people abroad. But like, you know, you go for a proper Somerset accent and go over there, see what they're doing. It's like very different kind of insult layout. Probably a lot of the same words, but it's different. Want to know the biggest shocker? Idiot means no. No, Zay, I can't take that. That's too difficult. Can't do that one. Oh, no thanks, DV. I'm pretty sure the cheeky get that was levied at me was more time. Oh, yeah. I'm not trying to say someone was like blank insulting you. That wasn't my intention. What I am trying to say is they literally all mean the same thing. Oh, dear. Yeah. I wonder if I should shave or not. If you want to, you should. There you go, easy. Cough, morning jelly, a total pillock. How's it going your side of the border? Lovely sun here in the Midlands. Or, you know, actually, it's not bad here either. It is pretty good. It's a reasonable temperature and it's very sunny. I guess we're sharing the same sun today. Unusual, because normally it's tipping down here. Right, I need to do the other half. Oh dear, it's pretty sunny. Yeah, I think a lot of us are having, like, actually not a bad day. Again, unusual. We're a rainy area, but no, I think we're having a pretty good day. It was a pretty good day. There's Jammy Git too, which is like Forrest Gump. What? No. Literally, if you hear something like that, it just means idiot, and depending on where you come from in the country, you will have your idiot. You know, you come from certain areas, you might have Jammy Git, Wanker, you might have a few others like that. Then you move a few miles north and you have like, you know, Cheeky Git. It just depends on where you're from. Like, that's it. They all mean, I can't get this across enough, the same thing. We just have 1,000 words for idiot, basically. There's a heat wave. We're the only national... It's 13 degrees. Vortex, it's 13 degrees. Like... 13 degrees. Like lucky idiot. You can definitely mean lucky idiot, but also it's the same as smarmy, right? Jammy and smarmy, basically the same thing. So it depends. Yeah. Heard yesterday there was a heat wave coming from the north. Coming from the north? Now we should have known something up when they said it was coming from the north, really. No way. Not from up there. It's snowy up there, surely. Oh dear. It's 21 degrees right now. Oh my god, the biggest heat wave. Jason, that must be a huge heat wave, because we're at 13 degrees and apparently we're in a heat wave. According to British news. 13 degrees, the heat wave of our summer. To be fair, it is warm, I suppose, maybe for April, but it does not feel that warm. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hello. Nanani! Hello. How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. We have some Americans in chat learning about British slang. Do you have anything you want to add to the table? Oh dear. Probably wrong. The same person who said to me proceeded to insult someone for wearing masks, so probably not true. Wait. Yeah. Well, they were probably just riding off the, what do you call it? The news said heat wave, that means heat wave. When, no, the news says something and then you look out the window and you find out whether it's true or not. Oh dear. To be fair, they have been saying there's going to be a heat wave in April for the longest time. And so I can kind of understand why people are picking up that there might be a heat wave in April, but now we're in April and I don't feel that hot. I don't know. Get me at least to the mid-20s and maybe I'll agree with you. But at 13 degrees, It's a brisk morning. It's not even warm enough to not wear a coat. Oh dear. Time for food? Heck yeah, time for food. Speak for yourself. You're boiling? I'm here like with my cardigan on and everything. You're boiling? It's 13 degrees. Maybe it's hotter where you are. I know a lot from being raised on British TV, as well as being at Peanut Colony, but nothing comes to mind. Now that's fair. I know knackered isn't a word we use here. There's a lot of words we don't, between the two. Knackered is definitely... Actually, that's a really common one here. That's really, really common. But I can understand why that wouldn't translate across, because it is definitely, like, a proper slang. Oh, dear. All I can think of is hello, hello. I don't even... Listen, if you see me coming from a distance, I won't be like, hello, hello. I'll be like, aight! Make like an awful seagull noise and wave. Oh, you tired, spontaneous? That's fair, that's fair. Have a lovely rest of your evening or day. Oh, she's in America. Have a lovely morning. Oh, dear. It's central. Oh, my God. And it's 18 degrees here. That is a bit hotter than it is here, to be fair. I have that we don't use the metric system because it makes us like the odd man out. Yeah, it's difficult because, like, we use both. Jelly mods. Oh, my God. What's jelly mods? Shifty, welcome on in. I hope you are having a good day. Oh, dear. Oh, actually, can I just send you a quick DM, Shifty? I do have the camera angle as file mods. Here it is. Hands down. Yeah, sure. I think you'll like this. I could be wrong, but I think you'll either love it or you'll hate it. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, it's because we normally do it over Facebook. I'm doing it on Discord. Oh. There you go. Oh. If that's gonna bother you, just you have it as a heads up. It doesn't bother me. I think it's very funny. However, yeah. Oh dear. It's 19 degrees. I'd say perfect weather. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't want to go much hotter than that. I think that's pretty good. Oh dear, I'll send you before they start talking about height in centimeters. I mean, I know my height in centimeters and feet, I should say. I think it really depends on who raised you and what you had to go through. Because, like, in all the hospitals and all the doctors, they will measure you in centimeters. But if you were to ask me what my height is, I'd be like 5'6". But also, it's difficult. You kind of have to know both a little bit here, like kilograms and stone, both. I pray for you, my fallen friend. Oh God. I don't know what Celsius is. Oh God. That one I don't know. We only know Celsius really here, like as far as like what they present on the news. So I'm not sure about the other. I know Australian slang, as well. Is anyone wants to quiz me on it? Stone? Yeah, I know my weight in stone. We get like a big set of scales. One of us stands on the one side, and then somebody starts slowly putting rocks on the other side, and that way we can find out how many stones they weigh, you know? Oh dear. I'm over here converting things to see what temperatures are. Temperatures. Troll. What are you talking about? Like that's how British people measure themselves. We measure in stone. So I know how many stones and pebbles I weigh. But sometimes it can be difficult to round it to a stone. Actual temperatures Fahrenheit is like what it feels like. Oh, can't believe they aren't aware of the classic stone weighing technique. I know, right? stone. Pounds? No, stone. I will say I'm not trolling in that we do measure ourselves in stone, not pounds. We measure ourselves in stone. I've always measured myself in stone. Again, when you go to the doctors, you do switch to kilograms, but like at home, my weighing scales are in stone. How many stones I weigh? It's like Kelvin, but it takes the freezing point of water to 0. If you want to know what it is, that weird thing other people call Fahrenheit, I suggest you learn the measurement. 22 for me, but I'm wishing it was Celsius right now. 22 Celsius would be a lot nicer than 22 Fahrenheit. That's cold. Oh dear, that's hilarious. Celsius is based on water 0, and if water freezes at 100 where water boils. I weigh 4 stones. Wow. Maybe you need to eat some more food. That's a very light stone weight. Oh god, Vortex. Or maybe you're very small. Who knows? It could be either. Oh god. Vortex, you need to leave stream. You need to get a snack. That's not enough stones. You need more stones than that. There you go. Get all that cut off so that we can get rid of this. Ah! Pain in the ass fabric. Oh dear. Didn't know it was that literal. Oh dear. Like, are your stones uniform mass? Depends on the size and density of the stones. Well, it's kind of like you go to the shops and you buy the stones that you use. That way all your stones are consistent. So you'll like buy weighing scales, and then they'll have on the other side, it might be like one, like, yeah, basically you just have the stones and they're all cut the same size, right? So you stand on one side and then you start adding stones to the other side until it weighs out. Yeah, stones, boulders, rocks, pebbles, yeah. I was just about to ask as well, British people do use feet to measure their height. Very odd. Yeah, if you go to the doctors, they'll put you in centimeters, and then, but if you ask someone, they'll be like, you know, 5 feet, 5 feet 6. The 6 is for the toes, so 5 feet, 6 toes, but split between those 5 feet, you know? I can't read. Oh, Vortex! No! No! I'm sorry to hear that, Vortex. Oh god, that's hard. Midwest is getting snowed on again. Gotta love it. Like, it's like the 3rd winter. Meanwhile, we're having a heat wave at 13 degrees. Oh dear. You guys can have our heat wave if you want. It's a very impressive heat wave. I'm sure you guys will be really impressed by our heat wave. What humans, but rock formations. Exactly. Oh dear. Grobby can vouch for how damn tiny I am. Oh, Vortex. So how many pounds or kilograms would you say a single stone is? Is it 14 pounds to a stone? I could be wrong. I think it's 14 pounds to a stone. Really sorry. I only know my measurement in stone and pebbles, but I'm pretty sure it's 14 pounds to a stone. Oh dear. 13 degrees. Heck yeah! 13-degree heat wave. I'll gladly accept that heat wave. Okay, please take. I will warn you, for a heat wave, it's not very hot. It's just, you know, mild. 13-degree heat wave. Heck yeah. Welcome to our 13-degree heat wave. It is a bit hotter in other areas from the sounds of it, but here it's not that hot. I wasn't expecting that. I am too many stones. Jeez. No. Oh dear. I mean, you could always get your stone machine recalibrated and see if, what do you call it? See if the stones are actually measuring correctly. I don't know here. I was sweating last night, honestly. We're gonna start getting to that sort of, I think once it becomes May, that's probably when we'll start getting to those temperatures, and I am dreading it. I am not someone who particularly likes hot weather. I am a cold weather bean. So when it actually starts getting hot, because truthfully I wouldn't count 13 degrees as particularly heat wave-ish, but you know, the news says so, I believe. But oh dear, once it starts getting actually hot, it's not my favorite. I am a cold weather bean through and through. Make sure that's not in there. Okay. Good. Get that out of there. Okay, it should be all we need to cut out for the first, how many is it? 30 scales. How long did it take? 2 hours? Sounds about right. Meanwhile, Google says I'm 15.7 stones. That sounds like an average. I could understand that being like, that sounds like a realistic stone measurement. How many pebbles was that? 7 pebbles. Okay. You got 15 stones, 7 pebbles. Not bad. Put my camera up to where I stream so I look taller. Oh, what? To be fair, I have done that before too, where just to make myself look a little bit, you know, if I put it, so see how my camera cuts off the top of my head? It makes me look a little bit taller. Not that I'm doing that on purpose, but you know. Ah. I got you, fam. I got you, fam. Oh. Wait. Small people problems, small people problems. Wait. What, Shifty? What? What? Nightbot will not wait for you, by the way. Oh, I've still got the migraine trust thing going. I should probably stop that, huh? You're not 7'12"? I'm 6'5". 6'5". Not 7. Unfortunately, I haven't hit 7 foot yet. But, you know, it's not to say that I definitely won't hit 7 foot. I think there's a fair chance in the next couple years I will hit 7 foot. But right now, I have not. I actually need to enable the cosplay one. I just assumed that was what was going on. There you go, that's fine. Fix that on Nightbot. Very nice. There you go. I'm 5'1". Oh, wait, so you're like a whole foot less than me? Because I'm definitely 6'5". Oh, Cleo, you going for hack and sleeps? No, I don't blame you. Get some good rest and get some good snacks. Thank you so much for the raiding. Shocking, I know. I've been lying this whole time. 5'3" small bros. Oh, but like, it's difficult because I'd say the world is very, or at least in the UK, very much built for people in the middle kind of height. If you're too small or too tall, you're gonna just suffer. I think different heights can be really fun for cosplay, like being a bit smaller or being a bit taller. Both really lend themselves to costuming, but because, you know, most characters are the dramatic kind of look, aren't they? So having a slightly smaller frame or slightly bigger frame can work really well for you. But when it comes to, like, cash points if you're tall, cash points are all, like, down here. And reaching things in Tesco if you're small, they're all up there. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm only 6 foot. You might be within the bracket of the world working for you, I'm not sure. I think 6 foot might be, like, the barrier. 24 stones and pebbles. Oh yeah, you gotta include the pebbles. Stop rubbing it in. I hope you get aye. What is aye? Oh dear. I have to wear a platform and padded trench coat just to look 5'3". I am actually 5'6", so I am like smack bang in the average height range, really. It's alright. I look average. I have very short legs. But other than that, I'm good. 6'2", can't complain about being 6'2", nah. I am 5'3", so I understand small people problems. Don't worry, the taller they are, the harder they fall. Oh my gosh. I mean, technically you're not wrong. I'm the shortest guy in my family, and that makes you feel better. I am also, like, tied shortest. My family's a bit taller than I am. Oh dear, it does not. I'm loving all the short people here. Everyone I know is so much taller than me. I am one of the tallest people at work, but I think that is just because I work with a lot of shorter women. Because we do bra fitting, so it's predominantly women, right? Most people are about a head shorter than me, so they come up to about here on me. That I work with. We used to have one lady who I miss incredibly, who was like 6 foot, and she was fantastic because she could reach anything. Like a stock put stuff up high, she could still reach it. It was so useful. I have to still use the ladder. Oh, triple from behind. No! I am the tallest in my family. Wait, I applied to the wrong one. You're good. I am the shortest. Everyone in my fam gets 6 foot jeans. Everyone in my family is like a fair few inches taller than me, but except for one, and I'm tied with them, so, you know. I'll take it, it's fine. Yeah, I got the short end of the gene pool, I feel that. Oh dear. What I'm doing now is I'm just drawing on the other side of all of the curtain ones we cut out, because we'll be using those as guides to sew, not the purple fabric. It will be the curtain fabric that we'll use as a guide to sew. kind of need to know where it sits. Doesn't matter if it's exactly the same as the other side, as long as it fits within the perimeter of what we've cut. My granddad's a damn giant, and I'm just here not being able to reach his shoulders. I'm shorter than most of you. Oh, dear. Jelly, are you casually ignoring everyone plotting my murder? No, I would never. I would never grab it. Don't worry, it's fine. I hear a few people are close over. Well, the thing is though, Jason, when you hit that tool, again, I'd say when you're going over 6 foot, it starts to get difficult. At least over here, a lot of things won't be built with you in mind. Like, if you've got long legs, public transport becomes a lot more difficult. And if you want to use a cash point, they're all at your knees. There's a lot of bending over to basically go with the rest of the world, which is really not good for your back, and even worse for your back if you're already tall. Ah, dear. Like, most of the people I know who are tall, it's not their favourite thing in the world. Ah, dear. We must combine our collective shortness with luck. We'll be able to reach my height! 5'6", yeah! You're 5 foot? Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult for reach some things in the shops, I assume, at that height. Don't worry, Plonk, they'll have to go through me first. Don't worry about it. Oh, y'all can sit on each other's shoulders with a trench coat. Am I gonna twist it? Oh my god. You had long legs, I wouldn't need public transport. One step and I'd be over the 2 towns. That's true, I suppose. So you're thinking with the big brain right now. I didn't even think of that, wow. I get shit stuck. I'm tiny and still have back pains. Oh no! Vortex! No! Oh dear, you're gonna have to get like an ergonomic chair or something. Oh god. Expensive. Hobbit size. Heck yeah! Oh, that's pretty cool though. I don't know, I think that's cool. I think it's probably because I am really like smack bang in the average of heights for where I live. I just think anyone with a slightly different height is a bit shorter or a bit taller is really cool. Probably more difficult to buy stuff like shoes and clothing, jeans, but I still think it's cool, you know. Do you shit like a You can't ask people that! I cosplay as a big vampire lady. You could! You cosplay as a big vampire lady. Oh my god, not that typo, wow! You might wanna get oh, they must sponsor Space Martian. I'm thinking of chat shitting like a gremlin. Oh, I'm gonna bury myself. No, it was very funny though. Oh dear, Nanny, more entertaining than streamer. 10 out of 10. Oh. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Oh, you can't ask people how they shit. I am curious on how a gremlin shits. Me too. I'd love to know. Oh dear. I didn't even question the shit comment. Maybe gremlins shit funny. I don't know. You make my stomach hurt. Fantastic. Spartans from Halo and Space. Oh, Space Marines from Warhammer. Oh, if I was tall, a Warhammer Space Marine would look familiar. Oh, dear, I love Halo. Heck yeah. Now my search history. How hard does a goblin shit? A little gremlin shit. Oh my god. Oh. You are welcome. Heck yeah. Oh dear. Dead. Oh, I'd love to know. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh. That tickled me, that did. It was very funny. I think just because it come out of nowhere. Oh dear. Keep going. We have to do quite a few of these, but it'll be worth it. It makes it a lot easier when we sew it. Hi height isn't my issue, it's the muscle. Most of the characters I want to cosplay have a lot of exposed skin and I haven't got the body for it. Okay, you're fine. Basically, you can buy or make very thin latex muscle suits. A lot of people do this, especially a lot of women who want to cosplay male characters with exposed chests. So there's like a lot of groundwork there for you if that was something you'd want to do. So basically, as a woman, you can't just like, you know, have your titties out. That's no good. That's illegal in most places. But what you can do is get like a male vest, or like silicone vest basically. So what a woman will often do is put a binder on underneath, put the silicone vest over the top, and it looks like you have a male muscular body, right? And you can do the same thing if you only need the six-pack and you want to do a female character. But basically, you just get the really thin silicone mold of a six-pack, and you just put it on, and now you look like muscular. And it requires zero working out, zero effort, and it just gives you like a good, very muscular exposed chest. Really good for like those extreme muscle costumes. Ah, dear. If I edit up to that. It's only going at clips and from the Gremlin movie. Surprisingly strong for someone who has my height. People don't realize when you're smaller you have to exert more energy lifting things. You build strength. I have a lot of core strength, but I think that is just because I have a ridiculously long body. Like, I don't really want to show you my body right now, but like, my torso is very long. And like, when you see full pictures of me, it doesn't look too extreme. I do style to it for sure. But like, if I was to just show you how long my torso is, it's like quite intense. If you were to draw me, it'd look like you'd done it wrong, you know? Oh dear. Do the gremlins poop in the movie? You can still eat spaghetti. I can absolutely eat spaghetti, absolutely. Wearing the plus clothes on top of that might get hot. It will be hot. Wearing any silicone or like mold like that, it's very hot. But it's a really good way of getting like a quickly like muscles on show. But it is toasty because it's so close to the skin, right? Yeah, that's the only downside of it. But if you needed it quickly for something, say, yeah, it's an option. Otherwise, to be fair, like working out for cosplay is pretty common. And a lot of people do it, just if you want like an easy fix. Not that I can find. Well, that's rude of them. How could they? They don't even poop in the movie? What kind of Gremlins movie is it if they don't even poop? What the heck? Oh dear. Oh yeah. Wait, I need to make sure. Did it? Oh dear. Did it ever go? It did, okay. It wasn't posting on Discord for the longest time that I was live. Happens sometimes, not sure why. Oh dear, I might start going back to the gym. I keep saying that I'm going to get Wii Fit Adventure and like play that more, right? I have not yet, but I will. It's just, I've got so much sewing to do. So whenever I'm in my downtime, I'm like, I might as well sew. Might as well do some crafting. I'd actually, after stream today, really like to spend some time on the wing part. So that I can get the base for that started doing, because that's probably going to require a couple of custom embroideries and I'd rather get those out of the way fast. So after stream today I'll probably stop working on the tail for a bit and just start working on the wings a little bit off stream so I can get all of that ready, because that's going to be quite the covering process. It's not going to be as bad as the tail because the tail had so many individual parts, but they are going to be quite complex shapes, so it'll just be a little bit more of a difficult pattern. What if all my fat when burnt at the gym just goes to my bones and makes me super taller? Well, that's the goal, Jason. I think that's what we all want from going to the gym. You know, some people say that they're looking for muscle, but it's not true. They're all just looking for a few extra inches on their height. Yeah. I signed up for the gym this week, but still have yet to use it. Hey, congrats on signing up, though. Very cool. Oh, dear. I would sign up for a gym if there was any remotely nearby. And also, I'd probably need some assistance because I'm not meant to work up a sweat because I have HS, right? And HS is triggered by sweating too much. But I also would like to work out. So I need to be, I need some assistance in like, what can I do that will work me out but won't get me too sweaty? I'm thinking weight training is probably gonna have to be it, because I can take very easy breaks doing it without actually like, you know, just getting off a running machine every 2 minutes. Ah, dear. It's part of what's kept me from working out for the longest time, is just being like, what can I do? What can I actually do that won't just trigger my HS constantly? I walk a lot, and that's been good. The walking's been good. I've continued to go on more walks. I like a nice long walk. Oh yeah. Ah, dear, Readventure's really good. I have it. Yoga also feels good. I can't really do yoga. I've tried. I promise I've tried. So, listen, I'm between a rock and a hard place a little bit, guys. Let me rant for a second. So, yoga involves moving the head a lot. And because my migraines start in my neck nearly every time, when I'm doing things like putting my head at different angles, it triggers my migraines. And so I can only do yoga for like 10 minutes before like even doing that I can feel like the twinge of it. But that's because I've had a migraine recently. It wouldn't normally be that bad. But yeah, so I have to be really careful. Yoga is a definite no because of I need my head to be up like this basically at all times. I literally have, let me show you this. This is how much I need my head to be up. And like, I can't have it bending too far. I literally have one of these really thick travel cushions so that when I'm not on stream, I can just sit like this and my head won't lean too much because the leaning causes me to get migraines. So I've got this massive like head cushion to keep my head like properly up so that I'm not accidentally triggering migraines. Oh dear, it's very comfortable to be fair, just not very easy to craft in. And also people look at you strange if you just have a random travel thing on. Damn. My boss asked me to travel for 2 hours tomorrow to help out with another store. That's 4 hours travel overalls plus a £6 an hour. Do you get paid for the travel hours and petrol? Because if you don't get paid for travel hours and petrol, that sounds like they're ripping you off, truthfully. Depends. No. Then no. Yeah, no. If they're not paying for that travel, don't do it because you don't earn any money. And like, what is the point in going to work when you earn no money? Like, I've literally had to tell people when they've asked me to work in different stores, I'm like, you pay me travel? You pay me to go, and I'll go. But if you want me in our store, elsewhere, you have to pay because otherwise I just don't earn money. There's no point. What's the point going to work and not earning money? I'm not there for any other reason. Oh dear. I'm streaming for 2 hours? Oh heck. Tell them about the extra travel time and cost, compensate for that. Yeah, I can take the bus and it'll only cost like £1. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Tell them that you're driving and that you need to pay for petrol money. Okay? Don't tell them that it only costs £1. Shh, that's secret. And yeah, the other thing is, yeah, your time is money for sure. I can take the bus. Oh, no. Ah, dear, that's just one. These are all just the ones, are they? If they're all the ones, then that's fine. That's all of those there. Right, we can start actually putting these together now. It's my first week. I feel like I'm asking for travel money a bit much. I get where you're coming from because I'm the same when I start new jobs, but it's not unreasonable if you think, like, basically give them the, listen, if you pay for me my travel hours and my travel money, then I'll do it. But otherwise, it's not fair. It's just, you know, flexibility is important, but you would be being flexible already by going to another store. The shop then has to be flexible, or wherever you work has to be flexible, in that they pay you to get there. Because otherwise they'll take advantage of you, you know? They'll just basically be like, well, they did it this time, they'll do it next time. They did it this time, they'll do it next time. Oh dear. I'm on probation still, yeah. I get where you're coming from because it is definitely like a nerve-wracking time when you're still starting. But at the same time, if you're not getting paid for travel, they are asking you to do unpaid work, basically. Because when you're traveling to work, you're not doing anything else. And you chose to work at one specific location, I'd assume, not everywhere else. So if they want you to move somewhere else, they pay for it. And then you've been flexible and they've been flexible because you're saying you'll do it. You're saying, oh yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. Just, will you pay for my travel? Because that's the only way I can get there. It's like, it's simple. You just phrase it as like, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to do that. Just to check though, you will pay for my travel because otherwise I can't do that. I need compensation for getting there. Like, you can still phrase it very friendly and very like, oh yeah, I'd love to go work at a different store. I'm really flexible. I'm a fantastic new employee. But you have to pay for me to get there. Yeah. Yeah, what Jelly said, yeah. I said I'd do it, but it's a lot of travel. See, I'd say I'd do it if you pay for my travel. They'll take advantage of you. these cheap paying jobs. Also, did you say you got paid £6 an hour? I don't know, I can't see it. Yeah, it just, it's not fair on you otherwise, and it will just smack you in the ass down the line. And I mean, some people are into being overworked and underpaid, but I can't recommend it wholeheartedly. Oh dear. Yeah. It sounds harsh, but you gotta look out for your number one, which is you. There we go. Oh, we want a snack break? You want a little bit of a snack? Heck yeah, heck yeah. Amazonia! It'll be your employment contract, your standard place of work. If you're required to go somewhere, exactly. There you are. Also, Tisa, thank you for snacks. Ah, dear. Is that legal? It depends on your age sometimes, and I don't want to ask Vortex's age, I suppose. I don't want to know. I don't want to know your age. But £6 an hour is less than minimum wage for an adult. Fair, but if it's a first job, a lot of ass kissing is expected. Just because it's expected doesn't mean you need to do it. Like, the thing is, how to put it? You're not actually asking for very much to be asked to compensate for your travel and the hours it takes. I mean, where I work, that is a standard and it has a standard procedure. Because people do get asked to go elsewhere quite often, you get paid for any travel expenses, and if it takes longer than an hour to get there, you get paid your hour's wage. I got snacks. Welcome back, George. I'll discuss it with the person so they can't pressure me. Anyway, oh, you gotta get going? That's fine. Vortex, good luck. I hope that it goes well.